Thank you, and good afternoon. 9 years ago, in 2008, I stood before you to introduce one of that year's Goldmark honorees. In my remarks, I dubbed John McKay smooth jazz as I described how he sweet-talked me into joining Washington's Access to Justice movement back in 1995. We've come full circle, John. I love you like a brother and suspect we'll share more foxholes before our days are done. First of all, thank you to the Legal Foundation of Washington, yes, for honoring me, but more importantly, for the many lives you've touched for almost 35 years of fueling equal justice in our great state. I want to acknowledge my spouse, Randy Fox, our niece Jada, who we forced to come here today, and the many folks from Starbucks in today's audience. I love Lucy Helm, and Randy can attest, since Lucy became Starbucks General Counsel, I have not lost a second of sleep worrying about my former client. I can think of no one with whom I'd rather share an award centered on promoting access to justice. I never got a chance to meet Chuck Goldmark. On Christmas Eve of 1985, I was an Army officer working at the Pentagon. In 1988, when I moved to Seattle, the Goldmark murders still hung over our community like a surreal and ominous cloud. Even so, by 1988, this fine luncheon commemorating Chuck Goldmark's passion for and leadership in Washington's Access to Justice movement had already launched with the first award given posthumously to Mr. Goldmark. I am humbled to walk a path laid by the many giants who came before this moment. And this is a moment for our profession. It is an Atticus Finch moment. There has never been more awareness of, appetite for, or need to protect the rule of law. And there can be no rule of law without meaningful access to justice, including for our least fortunate. We lawyers raise our right hand, and we take an oath to do this. History will remember if we did, and God help us if we don't. We have miles to go before we sleep. The work is never done. Thank you so very much.